Lots of headlines today. Lots of headlines. Some we're going to touch, some we won't. First, the first one that I thought was very interesting was CTV actually has an article talking about how much you need to earn to buy a home in Ottawa this summer. So they actually go through all of the major markets in Canada, and they look at March 2022 based on the stress test rate, and then June 2022 based on the stress test rate and kind of where mortgage rates are at. So I want to go through some of those numbers. So it says anyone looking to buy a home in Ottawa must have a six-figure income to purchase a property this summer. A new report from RateHub shows home buyers will need to earn at least $137,050 to meet the requirements to obtain a mortgage for the average priced home in the capital with a 20% down payment. So it says of the 10 Canadian cities looked at by RateHub, Ottawa had the fifth highest income requirement to purchase a home in June. Vancouver had the highest income requirement at $231,000, followed by Toronto at $226,000, Victoria at $187,000, and Hamilton coming in fourth with $179,000. So it's pretty insane. And the difference, that's the biggest thing, is when you look at the average home price in March of this year in Ottawa, is $728,000. That price in June is actually $695,000. So it's gone down, over $30,000 as far as the average home price. The mortgage amount, $582 in March, $556 in June, but the income needed in March, $121,000, whereas in June it's $137,000. So even though home prices have come down, mortgage amount has come down, the average income you need has actually gone up over $15,000. So we've been talking about this
average home. Yeah,
we've been talking about this for weeks, about how like the home price is coming down doesn't necessarily mean it's good or it's better for you, or it is a good time to buy because, as we have seen very recently, rates are going to come back down again. That is the expectation. I know we've been kind of drumming that for the last few weeks. But, with home prices dipping and the potential for rates to decline, this is actually a very good opportunity to get into the market. What do you think about those prices, Greg? I know you've been talking about prices decreasing for at least 2 months now, 3 months.
Yeah. I think this is to be expected with everything going on. I can't imagine that it's going to get much more aggressive than this. I know we have something else that we're going to talk about in a minute, but hey, this is what you have. Just, like we always say, find a way to navigate it. The $137,000 income required for an average home with a 20% down seems pretty, seems crazy, obviously, but everybody's situation is different. Mm-hmm. There's some people who aren't even looking at that price point. You know what I mean? They don't need that much. But again, it's going to be challenging for some people. So you just do what works for you.
Yeah, I'm going to just do a quick calculation here because we always, we kind of have this, just 1 second here, sorry. We always have this kind of rule of thumb that we tell people, when people are saying, well, what am I going to pre-approve for from a mortgage? The message we always say is it's going to roughly be somewhere between 4 and 5 times your income, assuming you have no debt at all. That's the mortgage you're going to qualify for. And this is actually hits the nail right on the head. So in June, the average mortgage, or the mortgage you would need, would be $556,480. So dividing that by the $137,000 income that you need, it's actually exactly 4 times your income. So it follows the same formula throughout. Sometimes it's closer to 5, sometimes it's closer to 4. I think if we went back to March, it would probably be somewhere in the 4.5 to 5 range, but that's a very good calculation. So for anyone who's listening, regardless of where rates are or home prices, it's typically 4 to 5 times your income is what the mortgage amount you're going to qualify for is.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. We hope you enjoyed today's episode. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe because we'd really like that.